Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope everyone had a blessed Christmas. So this morning, I'm going to go ahead and try and make peach cobbler right quick. I've been making them like crazy because I wanted to make sure they come out great for you guys. You know, trying to make it my own. So I have 2 cans of these, and I have 1 can of this. Make sure they both, it say heavy in syrup. That's the key. Make sure to drain 1 can of peaches, but you're going to keep the other 2 cans. Okay, guys? So what you want to do is dump your peaches in a bowl. Y'all know I love to put everything in a bowl. I season my meat in bowls. Y'all know. So dump all 3 cans of peaches in a bowl. And then you want to measure, you want to measure a cup of white sugar. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour a cup of light brown sugar on top of this. Because this cup measures up to 2 cups, right? So, you know, we got 1 cup of white sugar. Then I'm going to put 1 cup of brown sugar. All right, so you want to push the sugar down. Make sure it's completely 2 cups because you don't want it too sweet. I mean, if you only use 2 cans of peaches, I recommend 1/4 cup of sugar and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. But because I'm using more than 2 cans, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 cups of sugar all together. So a cup of brown and a cup of white. And then we're just going to dump it on in our mixture here. Okay, we're just going to mix it all in. Mix, 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 mix. It's already looking good. Okay, our next step, we're going to add us some vanilla extract. And we're going to go ahead and add some cinnamon, and then we're going to add some nutmeg. So I'm going to grab those ingredients and I'll be right back. So what we're going to do, this is our cornstarch. That's going to help thicken it up so it don't be watery. So you're just going to get a tablespoon cornstarch, put that in. Then you're going to get, my daughter's not here up yet this morning, so it's a little rough on me. So I got this little bowl, y'all. Look, I'm pouring my cinnamon. And guess what? I'm just going to use all of that. Not going to be wasteful. Put that in there. And same with my nutmeg, ground nutmeg, and then this is the ground cinnamon. I'm just gonna pour it. Now you want to keep stirring this, keep stirring until your cornstarch dissolves. Eventually it will. It seems like it won't, but it will. When I first started making peach cobbler, I didn't know you use cornstarch, you know, because was my favorite dessert. I had to learn how to make it. And so I did a little research, and I saw you could use flour. So if you don't have any cornstarch, you can actually use flour. So my first time making it, I just stirred a little flour in there, and it thickened up, but not as good as the cornstarch will do it. But the flour will do the job. I promise you it will. So what you want to do is keep mixing this up till you don't see those clumps in your bowl. Okay. Our next step is some lemon juice. Okay. Maybe a teaspoon and a half. And then maybe a little over a teaspoon of vanilla extract. I poured some in earlier. I forgot to record that part. But vanilla extract. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more lemon. You don't want too much. It just helps. It gives it combines all the ingredients together. I like it. I did one without the lemon. you can tell the difference. So add you a little bit of lemon juice enough, and you can add a little bit of lemon extract if you want to. I'm just gonna do the lemon juice. I think the lemon extract is good as well. I haven't tried it yet, but my next one I'll try it with the lemon juice and lemon extract. But I, was given many recipes, so I just combined all of them and made my own. Okay, once you finish with mixing, you want to melt a whole stick of sweet and salty butter. I use sweet and salty. You can use unsalted, but make sure it's sweet. I like the sweet and salted butter because I looked at some other ways of making it, and some people actually add salt. So to keep me from adding salt, I'm just going to use sweet and salty butter. Okay. Alrighty, our butter has completely melted. So we're going to pour our fruit inside our pot. Just pour it in. We have all our ingredients already. That one, look, he want to be stubborn. Okay, all our ingredients is mixed in already. And then, so you're just going to mix. Just keep mixing it until you don't see that white anymore, okay? That's the butter. So we just want to completely mix the butter in. So if you on a diet, baby, this ain't for you. And if you diabetic, this ain't for you either. But I'm sure you can use maybe. Now I'm gonna keep it on medium heat and let it cook. Let the peaches cook for at least 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. It depends. You could taste it to see if it has that good taste for you. I taste everything, but I'm gonna let mine cook for probably 20 minutes. Okay. You could let it cook even longer if you want to. 30 minutes. That's all how you want them. So we're gonna let these cook, and then I'll be back, show you the next step. All right, guys, look at them. It's bubbling, hot, and ready. I just had to show you that right quick. And now we're finna go to the next step. Okay, because I wanted some dumplings, I decided to buy a can of biscuits by Pillsbury. Here they go here. And I'm just gonna roll them up into little balls, and I'm gonna throw them in my pan. Okay, and then I'll come back with the next step. This is optional. You don't have to do this part. I just want some in mine, so I'll be back after I finish rolling these up into little balls. I'll probably do maybe 2 of these biscuits. I'm not gonna do all of them. Okay, so now I'm just gonna sprinkle. I got sugar and cinnamon and brown sugar in this bottle, so I'm just gonna sprinkle me a little bit of that onto my dumplings. Okay, and then I'm just gonna move them around like this here so they can get all that sugar and cinnamon and brown sugar on it. All right. Okay. That should be enough. You can put more dumplings if you want, but I'm going to put a crust on top, so I don't want too much bread, So that's enough for me. Maybe I'll do one more. No, I'm going to keep it like that. That's enough for me. And now I'm just going to, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take some of my juice from my peaches, and I'm gonna put them back into this bowl because I want to save some of my juice, and I'll show you why. Okay. And again, because I'm a single mother of 3 plus 1, they do sell bottles like this with sugar and cinnamon. I don't need that. I can make my own, right? So I got this, made my own, but I added brown sugar in it as well, okay? Okay, now I'm going to pour my peaches It smells so good, y'all, in my pan. And I want to mix my dumplings up because I want to make sure they evenly in the pan. Mix them in like that, so maybe you could get a dumpling at each bite, you know. So good. All right. Now y'all probably saying that is not homemade. I never said I was doing homemade, guys. I don't have time to do homemade, but yeah, I might do it. So this is just some crust from Pillsbury. I had some left over from when I made one yesterday. And I'm gonna all you do is unroll these out, and you're gonna cut them with your butter knife or however. Go on down like this here. So I'm gonna continue doing this with this and a few others, and I'll be back. Okay, so here's the box. This is what you're gonna need. All you need is one box, should do it. You can get 2 boxes, and it depends how you're gonna make it. But I'm gonna use just 1 box, and it comes with 2 in the pack. Okay, 2 in the pack. As you can see here, I'm just gonna lay my pieces that I cut out into my pan like this. So you can do any type of design you want. So whatever design I come up with, that's what's gonna come. That's what we're gonna have. Once I get through laying them out, and then I'll show you the end. All right, in the same pan that we cooked our peaches in, we're gonna melt a half a stick of butter. Okay, so we're just gonna melt that, and after we melt that, we're gonna add our sauce that we took out of our peaches with the butter. Okay. All right, now guys, we're gonna pour our little sauce that we took out inside the mixture of the butter, and we're gonna mix the butter and the sauce up. Okay. After you get through mixing it and blending it well in the pan, we're going to evenly pour our butter and our sauce on top of the crust, so they have that buttery taste and that sweet taste too on top of it like this here. Okay, and then we're gonna get my mixture that I made of cinnamon and brown sugar, and we're just gonna put it up. Now we're just gonna sprinkle our cinnamon and sugar and our brown sugar on top. Again, if you're diabetic or on a diet, this is not for you at all. Okay? Okay, we're gonna set the oven at 350. And we're gonna let it cook for about 45 minutes on to golden brown. All right, now we have taken our pie out of the oven. How does it look? I think it looks pretty darn good. This the one, it has dumplings in it. I actually made 2 pies. This one doesn't have dumpling in it. The only difference with this one is that it has actual crust at the bottom. Do not cover it until it's completely cool, because if you cover it while it's hot, it's gonna make the crust soften. All right, y'all, you know I have to taste it. It's going to my mom's house with my brother and sister-in-law, so I'm just gonna do a little corner. So we're just gonna put it in the bowl like so. Get me some of this. You know, the longer it sits, the thicker it'll get. But it's so good like this. I can't wait to taste it. But there's our peach cobbler. It'll be really good with some ice cream. Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Remember, help a sister out. Thank you.